Good morning, guys. We have a 2017 Civic Si today. 2018 two-door. MSRP is only $24,975. Excuse me, still getting over this cold here. 205 horsepower, 1.5 liter, 6-speed manual trans, limited slip differential. Has the electronic dampeners, struts. So let's get started on it. Still not a fan of that USB exhaust, USB plug-in exhaust, but to each their own, I guess. The two doors have the more aggressive rear spoiler on them too. They do make a four-door Si. Here is the four-door Si. Same exhaust, but if you notice, the rear spoiler is a little bit more subtle. Front end's the same. Four-door Si is $24,975, but you know, same stuff. Interior. You have that really nice 6-speed shifter. The really nice seats. Back seats look the same as the other ones. No leather like the Touring. But you're getting a lot of nice performance and suspension for what you're paying for. You're getting a better motor too. 205 horsepower. The putting these PDI fuses in. Let's see here. 10 amp goes right here. $15 amp. There. We are going to go gas it up and check all the fluids, do the inspection on it real quick. Now, if someone could correct me, but from what research I did with our parts department, the difference between the Civic hatchback 1.5 turbo motor and the Si turbo motor is that the intake camshaft is from a CRV, or the same as a CRV in the Si. So basically the Si has the CRV intake camshaft and the CRV turbo. I believe all those part numbers are the same, and that's the only parts I found different when I looked in the parts catalog. So obviously you're getting, that's where they're getting that extra horsepower. It's from a little bit bigger of a turbo and the little bit probably bigger camshaft on the intake side. So here we go. Cold start. Foot on the brake. And the clutch. Duh. Performance tachometer on there. Obviously the fuel's low. These things don't come with any gas on them. The automatic headlights. You get fog lights. 3 miles on this. You get the performance brake and gas pedal little gauges there. Obviously the turbo which actually shows PSI, unlike the Civic hatchbacks. So basically you're getting all the Type R cluster stuff on here, because this is all on the Type R but not on the Civic hatch. Phone. If you look at my Type R video, I go through all this on the Type R. But what's cool in this is you get this tachometer. Shows VTEC engaging. I'll show you that in a minute. You also get the suspension, which, okay, so it shows sport on, off, on, with a little light up on it. We also have brake hold, and then turn that on here. You have a nice radio. No navigation on this one, I believe. Nope. We still have the Honda link and the nice radio. What else? You gotta fill out this booklet. You gotta install these body plugs and the interlock cover. I'm gonna probably make another video using my hatch on how the Honda Sense works, how the auto bright headlight feature works, how the brake hold works, the low speed follow, all that good stuff. Get this in here. All right, let's go for a little drive. Go get gas in this thing. There's a little bit more of a sporty exhaust note. Oh look, here comes a bunch of brand new 16 or 18 Odysseys and a Pilot. The new Odysseys are nice. I personally have a 17 Odyssey, but the 18s is that new body style, which they have a ton more cool stuff in them. I mean, who'd ever thought you'd be a fan of minivans, but when you have a kid, it's a lot easier getting them in and out in bad weather, and a ton more room in those cars, especially for road trips. I mean, even if you're a little bit younger and your parents have one, I always used to borrow one when I went on little vacations or weekend getaways, because you could watch movies, and I can't see out of that window with the sticker. You can watch movies, and you got a lot more room for friends and hanging out and chilling, and a lot more room than if you were in like a four-door SI. We'll do a couple good pulls on the way back from the gas station, like we did with the Type R in the other video, because I literally have no gas in this car, and she's not even warmed up yet anyway. That's one thing I always wanted to stress when you're driving, well, any car really, no matter if it's turbocharged or a Honda VTEC motor, is that don't get on the car, don't really rev over 3,000 RPM until the car is warmed up, about halfway on the temperature gauge, or your car is warmed up. Most Honda models, if the car is still cold, it actually won't engage VTEC until the car is warmed up. Spoilers. It looks nice. It looks aggressive though. The SIs are a nice car. I really wasn't a fan of the looks of them when they came out. I was always a fan of the hatchback. But you get this with with the 6-speed, and it's a sporty little car. And it's a good price too. I mean, $24,000, that ain't bad. Most new cars these days are so expensive. Government mandates all these, you know, backup camera by 2017. All cars have to have them. Government mandates, you know, like TPMS, you know, tire low sensor systems. They require all that stuff. And what that does essentially is just bring up the price of the car like crazy high. And back in the day, cars were a lot cheaper. I mean, we can get into inflation, but you know, that's not my area of expertise. Mine is fixing cars. So we're almost up here at the gas station. I'll show you how much gas it takes, you know, with the light on and literally 1 bar. I'll show you how much gas it takes. Real quick, I just parked here. To use these parking brakes, I know a lot of you haven't gone through this, but it's just like a regular parking brake. You know, you pull up on it to engage it and press the button, push down on it to turn it off. Same thing with this. Pull up on it, you'll hear it engage, and right down there it shows it's engaged. And same thing, put your foot on the pedal, push it down, light goes off. On, off. I don't know if you can hear it back there, but kind of loud. Real quick, these gas station, the lids, they're locking by the key in your pocket, but car's unlocked, you could just unlock it. It doesn't have a cap on it, it's just capless system. Just stick it in there, good to go. These take premium. Don't put the other crap in them. The direct injection injectors do not like mid-grade or regular. Alright, here we go. Second gear. Full throttle. Pretty cool, huh? You got red lights flash on top when you're like right at the red line. Install these body plugs. They use them as tie downs for the transport. So these have the electronic struts, shocks as well, electronic parking brake, same on the fronts, electronic, single piston. Real quick, it's got an impressive intercooler on it too. Your horn.